Radar, where we recap the week's latest releases. I'm joining you live from Dallas, Texas, my hotel room here at the Statler, where we just concluded another awesome SaaSpreneur Mastermind. As always, I'm joined by my co-host, Ryan Howell. Ryan, happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Sorry for your voice. I know you've been talking a lot this week, so
it's been a long one. We're hanging on by a thread here, but we're going to make it happen. Let me just share the stream real quick into the Facebook group, and then we can hop into this week's releases.
All righty.
Group, we've got HighLevel. Here we go. Post. All right, awesome. We should be live in all the places, but apparently not X, because now they want us to pay, which what's up with that?
You gotta pay the man.
What's up with that? All right, let's hop into the releases. Update number 1. There were a lot of releases this week. I was trying to keep up, but I think a lot of these are going to be a surprise to me. Prospecting tool, LeadConnector website type.
This is cool. So on the right-hand side here, you can see that if they currently have a LeadConnector site or like a HighLevel site, it'll tell you that it has that. So give you some more insight into whether or not they're using HighLevel, which is more insights that you'll have. Plus, there's some other updates to the Facebook social stuff. It's super technical, but it's making that whole process and data on that much more accurate.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think more and more scans are going to show HighLevel websites out in the wild. If you Google those WordPress trends versus HighLevel trends, you see some interesting directions there.
For sure.
All right, our next update, funnels and websites. This is great, right? Everybody was so excited when we rolled out the entrance animation for text, and now it's out for a bunch of other elements as well, like images and buttons, correct?
Yep. Yeah, so this is the continuation of all of that. We're going to move on to, for all the folks wanting to do timing and duration, and that'll come as well. And this is the next step in that. So it looks really great.
Yeah, super exciting. I see a lot of people asking to animate like whole columns and stuff, so I'm sure that'll unfold as that progresses.
Oh, yeah.
Next up, forms and surveys got an update. This is, wait, is this the one I'm thinking of? Optional quantity field for products. Okay, no, not this one. Talk us through this one.
There's some other ones that are a little bit more interesting, but this one's really cool. So you can put in a quantity field now. So if you're selling widgets and you want to sell more than one, the user can now choose that. It's a nice little functionality update there.
Sweet. Forms are becoming their whole little ecosystem to themselves. I love it.
They have been, yeah.
Documents and contracts got recurring products. So you can now basically sell subscriptions through your documents and contracts.
Yep. More parity there. Not much to say about it, but if you do recurring stuff, that's also coming to invoices here pretty soon, I think, as well. So
Jelly of the month. Next up, mobile app conversation AI enhancements, and you can. This is nice. The send review request got added into the actual conversation quick action as well.
Yeah, and the AI stuff looks really cool. You can see what it would use and choose to use it or not. So.
Oh right, I saw this. So this is conversation AI in suggestive mode, right? On
Correct.
Mobile.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool. Looks great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Next update, mobile app invoice dashboard enhancements and partial quantities. So basically the mobile app had a new update, right?
Yeah, mobile app has a new update. It dropped yesterday. So if you don't have it, you gotta, maybe go into your app store and click refresh. This is a big one. There's one more slide on this too. We did a whole town hall on it today. So if you want to go deep into that, I'll be posting the recording here in the next half an hour that we just got from Zoom, and you can go into that. But basically, the entire invoice section of the mobile app has been almost completely revamped. Really, really nice updates. Nothing dramatic that's going to change your workflow, but it'll make it a lot easier. You can edit a lot of really cool stuff and see what's going on with invoices without having to get onto your laptop.
Nice. Yeah, it looks great. Loving the UX here.
Yeah, it's super nice.
Oh no, I'm getting all these updates from my flight. Hopefully it's not affected by that. Is that like a Windows outage or something?
Yeah. Well, Windows was, that was a container, but it was a different company that issued an update. So sorry to
Crazy
everybody.
times.
Yeah.
Mobile app had a calendar update as well. So now we've got contact switching and custom value support. Walk us through this one.
Yeah. So when you're scheduling a calendar event on the mobile app now, you'll now be able to switch the contact that you're scheduling that for. So prevents you from having to go back in and redo it. And then plus we support custom values now within descriptions and so forth, which will make it much easier. I know our own snapshots and templates team have been wanting this for a while too. So really nice updates for the calendar on the mobile app.
So that's another piece of that update that rolled out. So if you're not on the latest version of LeadConnector, go hit your app store and download the update.
Yeah.
Next up, e-commerce, we have manual payment method support. It's getting more robust.
So this is a, there's settings for this. So you go into payments and go into integrations, and then you can configure like messages and, payment terms, stuff like that, instructions. So just go, if you're using e-commerce, you want to look into that, just go check out these settings here, and you can record manual payments with a lot more information.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Cool. Looks great. This is it. So this one is fantastic. Have you used this yet? I used it the other day and I was like, man, that is nice.
This makes life so easy.
So forms and surveys got quick add fields and edit custom fields. So explain to us the magic of what just happened.
Yeah. So let's just talk about before. So before you'd have to like go into the settings, go into custom fields, create one, especially if it was like some complicated thing, and then choose the type and all this stuff. Now you can do all that right within forms and surveys. So you get a quick add where it's like, okay, I want a state in there. Okay, that's fine. But what if you wanted like a radio select custom field? Well, now you can just drag and drop that in, and you can configure what those options are, reorder them, delete them, add new ones, do whatever you want right within forms and surveys. No need to go into the settings to mess around with it. Can't tell you how many hours of my life this could have saved, but
yeah,
the future is bright.
It's way faster and it's way more intuitive.
Yeah.
They did a really good job there. Oops, I didn't mean to click forward so fast. If you haven't messed with that yet, it's so much easier to create custom fields in forms and surveys now. You don't have to go to the custom fields menu like you used to have, like Ryan explained. You just drag it in and then you can build it out right there.
Yeah.
So check that out if you haven't yet. Really nice little update. Payments got an update. Buy now, pay later in order forms and payment links now.
Yeah. So I think that completes all the areas that buy now, pay later needs to be. So order forms, payment links, I believe Invoices supports them now too. If not, it's coming very, very soon. So yeah, really great integration.
I agree. There. It feels like this is the last one. So
yeah,
buy now, pay later. I know that's super popular. E-commerce. Whoa, CSV product import improvements.
So this is a little bit technical, but like if you're doing a CSV import, before there were like not that many fields, and there wasn't parity with the CSV file as like what you could configure. So then you'd have to import all these things and go one by one to change various settings. Now all these fields that you're seeing here are now configurable in the CSV. So you just do them there and hit import, and you're good to go on all these different settings for every product.
Nice. That makes, migrating into HighLevel ecom so much easier.
Yeah. And then there's also a preview. So when you do the import, it will like show you what it's set to, kind of like how the contact import works for CSVs. So you get like a preview of what it's going to look like and what the settings are doing.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Looks great. Excuse me. Next up, context. Bulk action tags, UX improvement, and bulk tag restore. So we've got some updates here with the bulk actions.
Yeah, so this is a Labs feature. So you're going to turn that on in Labs if you want to play with it. It's a new UI and kind of UX for adding and removing tags in bulk. And the other really cool thing is that you can then do a restore. So like if you made a mistake and you like removed a bunch of tags you didn't mean to, you can now restore those back to their original state. And that can all be done, right in that UI. You just select the guys there and hit restore, or hit add or remove. And then if you go into the bulk action, there's list. There's now a button that just says restore, and it will bring back whatever. It will undo what you just did. So
nice.
Yeah.
Convenient.
And that's just a screenshot of what the status looks like on that.
Beautiful. The opportunities list view, which hopefully everybody knows, you can now view your opportunities in list view, got a bunch of view option updates. Yeah.
Yeah. So more columns, you can manage the fields that you're viewing. And then in the next slide, you'll see that we've got sort options as well, and some more sort options. So really nice updates here. This, by the way, this is still in labs. So if you don't see the list view, go ahead and check out labs, and you can switch it on there. But
This is
really
nice.
nice updates.
Yeah, this brings a lot more optionality as far as how you want to view the data of your opportunities here.
Yeah.
Looks really good. Awesome. Great work, team. Another update to the email builder. You can now drop YouTube Shorts into the video element in email builder, which apparently that didn't work up until yesterday or 2 days ago.
Yeah. So we get thumbnail support. It'll bring it right in, and you're good to go.
Nice. Oh man, this is this is like a monumental one because it reflects like the undoing of a certain philosophy that we've had. So SaaS mode, if you're in it, you know that it came with a plan that you couldn't edit, right? The base plan was like locked up feature wise, and that was because we knew those features were tried and true, and we didn't want you to make it harder on yourself. And we would just encourage you to start with that offer. But now everything's unlocked. The governor has been removed, and now you can just do whatever you want when it comes to building your plans.
Yep. And this, there are some interesting use cases for this, especially as we get into maybe some more stuff where we're integrating third-party software in that. So I think it made sense. Team did a great job getting it done because it was very much hard-coded. But nice work on this one.
Yeah, great job. So we got a comment from Manuel. It's a good question. Is it possible to import multiple images per variant in ecom? I don't know. I don't know if you can do multiple images in the sheet. That would make sense, though. Most products have multiple images that you want to display. So I don't know, Manuel. Test it out. We can get an answer for you and run that down. But I would say give it a whirl. Yeah. Unless Ryan knows.
I don't know the answer to that one.
Good question, though.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep on trucking. Our next update, Social Planner. You can now schedule YouTube Shorts. And this really checks that last box. I think now that we have Pinterest, LinkedIn, and YouTube Shorts, along with TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, did I miss any? I mean, I think we've got them all.
Yeah. Yeah, all the big ones for sure. So now YouTube videos and Shorts are totally supported. Of course, you've got to connect your YouTube channel, so be sure you do that. And there's a couple size limits based on if it's a verified account or not. But yeah, all in all, great functionality here, being able to tie in all the socials.
Massive. I love it. WhatsApp got another big update as well. It now supports trigger links and automated D&D. So if folks reply like stop within a WhatsApp channel, it will D&D them for that channel. But trigger links are awesome. So now we can track clicks out of WhatsApp messages.
Yeah. And for those of you wondering, those stats do show up in the trigger link stats. So it will say that it was a WhatsApp trigger link click.
Nice.
Which is kind of cool. And
awesome.
Those stats are going to get like rejudged and look way better, but the data is coming in.
Beautiful. Here's another screenshot of that.
Yeah.
D&D action there. Looking good. Memberships got an update on the analytics side. We now have logging count analytics.
Yeah. So if you go into courses, into memberships, you can now see how many times they've logged in. And then on the next screen for the communities portion, I should say the learning tab, you'll see stats for courses completed. So we'll continue to bring in more and more analytics and metrics around these two areas. I know it's kind of confusing because they're like two separate things, but it's the same. But stats around that are continuing to pour in.
Nice. Courses user magic links plus password reset flow and new email templates. I didn't see this one. So
Yeah. So this is actually a really big one because it changes the core functionality of how the whole thing worked. And I think Sean said it best in his video, which was like the way we were doing it before was really not the right way to do it. The way it works now is essentially like every other app on the internet works, where you get assigned something, whether it's their workflow or what have you, or an order form, and then they'll be prompted to set their own password if they haven't done it before. And so anytime they click like a log into the account, if they haven't set the password, it will ask them to set one. And if they need to log in again, it will default to the like login screen. If they're already logged in, it'll just take them right to the library with everything there. So the short the short explanation is that it works like everything else now, and that's wonderful.
that is wonderful. I love it.
And this is actually a big one too. Like at least for me, the magic link now has like a short or a custom value, so you can put that into workflows for your membership activation workflows.
Perfect. Awesome. Ecom, this is just a tiny one, basically a label. There's a new tab under sites specifically for ecom stores.
Yeah. And you'll be able to create the ecom store right from there. So this is just based on it's essentially helping you to like see that and your users see that like there's a tab there for stores, and they can create one right from that area instead of having to go into the websites and then create it that way.
Makes sense. Private integrations for sub accounts. I missed this one too. So this is the dev community on the integration marketplace.
Yeah, this is another labs one. If you're doing any kind of like technical dev integrations with third-party apps or software, this will allow you to do that a much more seamless way. It essentially is like sort of forcing the upgrade into our V2 of our API, which is much more flexible and does all kinds of cool stuff. So yeah, this is a nice little addition to make integrating all that stuff really easy and straightforward. In the next screen, you'll see you can change the scopes of what the app can do, and then there's also a token rotation feature. And again, this is getting a little more technical for most folks, but
sounds fancy.
There's some really cool like security features that we built in to make it nice and safe and secure.
Sweet. Oh man, community's got a massive update too, really. So we've got private channels now. So you can have within a group, you could have channels that are public and private, which is awesome. But even cooler is emojis. We can now use emojis for
You got to put emojis on the title there.
Our channel label. This is something I've been personally campaigning for forever. And today's my day. The emojis are there. So
celebrations all around.
Yeah, your communities will look even cooler now as you add those emojis to those channels. And
guaranteed extra profit with more emojis.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt.
It's like Chrome tuning your Harley. The more Chrome, the faster it gets. So.
I look forward to seeing the data to back up my claim, because I know it's coming. So yeah, go check that out. Spruce up your community with some cool emojis, and now you can make the channels private, which is awesome. If it is private, you'll see a little lock icon there on the channel, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Some other enhancements: prospecting, the conversion score, social media link improvements, and the LeadConnector website type, which we talked about earlier. What happened with the conversion score? Is that something new?
The conversion score got like an algorithm update. I didn't originally have a screenshot for this, so I just put it in here. But yeah, it's kind of hard to give you a visual of the algorithm, but it's super great. I'll tell you that.
WordPress, new sticky horizontal navigation bar. What's that?
Yeah, so if you've got WordPress, and just as a reminder, we offer WordPress hosting, super affordable. You can resell it to your customers.
Lightning fast.
It's lightning fast. It is very fast. There's now like a sticky horizontal navigation bar to navigate between different places within WordPress, and that got implemented I think today actually. So
in the back end, like on the HighLevel side?
Yeah, like when you're logged into WordPress.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Got it. Cool. And then conversions, default line height has changed to 1.5 for all email composers. Change fix. That's right. That's funny.
little Chase Trivia. He's obsessed with 1.5 line height, and everybody knows it. So you better not send him an email without 1.5 line height.
It's just more pleasing to the
It
eye.
is.
It
It
looks
is.
right.
It's the right way to do it.
That's awesome. I didn't even know that happened. Thank you, team. Much appreciated. Kathy's feeling it as well. Hi, Kathy. Happy Friday. Always nice to see your face in the feed. Let's hop into my favorite part of the show where we get to talk about what's.
But before we do that, we do have an
Oh,
announcement.
okay.
On the next slide.
All right.
So for SMS sent from international long codes to the UK, they're going to be blocked effective 7:30. So there's a changelog update posted about this. If there's like actions that you need to take on this, but just be aware.
Well, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
Not much we could do about it though. So good work alerting people. Now it's time for my favorite part of the show where we get to talk about what's coming down the pipe. With this week, it's our tremendously terrific upcoming releases. I love it. This is how the crowd was like today when we tease some new releases that are coming as well. So let's check out what we have for this week. I did take a sneak peek, and Ryan picked two really good ones. The first is the Mega Nav. Mega Navs, super cool. We've all seen them, right? And now we're going to be able to add them to our HighLevel websites and funnels. Anything to say about the Mega Nav, Ryan?
I mean, I think that's it. If you've seen them in a while, then you like them. You can now implement them. They're going to work just like a section. So you just like create a new section, and they'll have the same row layout and everything. So you have a lot of flexibility there, images, icons, all the rest, all linkable. So excited for this one to come out for sure.
No doubt. I mean, and just so everybody knows what we're talking about, it's like when you're on a website and you hover over the navigation and then like a big nav drops down and it could have pictures in it or images and columns of things. So really opens up some flexibility for bigger sites that have different types of pages and categories and whatnot. So really cool update coming to the email builder for sure. Andrew, that's right. 1.5, baby. Don't forget it. Now it's the default. So don't even worry about it. And the next update is, this is funny, AI voice overlords. No, they're called agents. And this is awesome. This is inbound voice AI, right? And I think, I think there are a lot of folks excited for outbound voice AI, which I don't know if I assume we will do. But I just don't think that the idea of an AI robot cold calling me is super exciting. I do think that this is super exciting, which is the inbound side, right? We're basically taking voicemail and turning it into an AI voice that can actually do useful things other than just take a message, right? Hey, you program it. You're, what do we have here? You're a virtual assistant that works for whatever. I need you to get name, email, phone number from anybody calling in, maybe answer some FAQ type questions if they have them, whatever that may be. You can set this up to basically be a virtual assistant that answers when you can't. And I see a ton of value there.
Absolutely. I mean, especially for the smaller operations that don't have somebody sitting there 24 hours a day or having to pay other people to do it and coordinate their knowledge of what you do and everything. Is it going to be perfect? No, but it's going to be a heck of a lot better than not answering the phone. And I think that's the key thing that we always kind of drive home is that if this will be better than not answering, you should probably try it and see what happens.
Absolutely. And I can't wait to see it like interact with the missed call text back, right? Because it could be like, okay, just let me grab your name, your email. Okay, cool. Why were you calling in? Okay, great. I've got that noted down. And by the way, we're going to shoot you a text message in a second so you know that you can be in contact with Dr. Bob. I think this is super, super exciting. It's evolving really quickly. I tested it last week, and when I gave it my phone number, it read it back as like, okay, so that's 2,100,000 and whatever. And I was like, all right, team, it didn't go super smooth. Tested it again the other day. That was fixed, but it was interrupting me as I was giving it the information. So there's just a couple of little round or rough edges that the team is hammering out, and then this is going to roll out pretty soon. I mean, it's already live in our account, which typically means it'll be live in your accounts in the very near future. So hopefully everybody's excited about inbound voice AI.
I know I am.
All right, those are the updates from the week. As always, please let us know in the comments what your favorite release from the week was and what you're most excited to see coming down the pike. That's it for this Friday. You want to send us out, Ryan?
Let's get after it. Have a great weekend, everybody. Excited to see you next week, where we're going to have a whole lot more cool stuff to show you.